everybody. Welcome to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinzel.
And we've got our great buddy, Dakota Rutledge, back on the show. How you doing, brother? It's been a while.
The king has returned. Your boy is back. He's back with the Chicago gang. It feels good. I feel like I'm home, man. This feels right. This was long overdue, and I'm glad to be back.
Hell yeah, brother. It's great to have you back. And last time we saw you, you've been doing a whole lot lately. Tell us a little bit about Sharegate, brother.
Yeah, dude. So, little old me. Nice, Mike. Nice. Crime scene investigations over there. When y'all last saw me, I was doing my little thing on YouTube, and your boy got recognized, got picked up by like a legit podcast like yourselves. Me and my boy Rattlesnake chairgating. We're doing it big. We're kind of doing a whole, the boys of NASCAR tailgating from the couch experience, but we're going to a lot of races and we're showing how, we do it. Like you guys got to see it in Atlanta. We finally united, but, just doing content, chugging beers and showing a good time. It's been real fun. And, I feel like it's been long overdue seeing you guys. I'm really excited.
Dude, hell yeah, man. You showed us one hell of a time down in Atlanta. Excited. Yeah, I've been really excited to see what you guys been doing over there with your whole podcast. You and Rattlesnake got a good little vibe going on. You guys bounce back and forth really good. It's been fun to watch, man.
Yeah, dude. It's like, I don't know. It's like just this guy from Texas hit me up. And now we're best buds. Like we're all best buds. Like me and him are best buds. And we're just like mapping out races we want to go to.
That's badass.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
The connections you make, man. You got to love it.
It's crazy. Even from like Bristol this weekend, I'm thinking like, look at all the friends we're all making just from NASCAR, just from all liking the same sport. It's so cool.
It's a beautiful thing.
Dude, it's wild.
Yeah. I'm getting invited to weddings for Christ's sake.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah, boys.
All right, guys. So you know how we start the show every week. We start off with our Diecast of the week. Dakota, our good friend, what did you bring for us this week?
Well, I was trying to think. I was like, which ones maybe did I show back in the day and what have I gotten new since? But then after this past weekend, I thought, what? None then of the other. 2020 Kevin Harvick Bristol race win. I haven't took it off the shelf. Don't make fun of me. But it's a classic. Ian, I know you got it. It's a bad boy. It was great to see this race in person. I thought I was going to see it again last week, but we'll get there in a second. This one's awesome, man. This is the latest diecast I've gotten, actually. I think the last one I've gotten. But man, I love it. I love getting race wins that I was at.
Yeah, that's sweet. Those are always the best ones, especially when it's your boy too. So
yeah.
I was this close to seeing Blaney win live until the fiance overheated a little bit. We had to leave the racetrack, but that's the closest I've been. So I'm jealous. Not only did you get to see it, but you're playing the diecast on the show.
Dude, I remember that you hadn't said nothing in the group message. And then I was like, dude, Mike, yeah. And you were like, hey, we had to leave.
Yeah. Y'all ain't going to believe this one, but.
Yeah. I will count it.
All
yeah,
right.
I was there for some of the race at least. So
Yeah, there you go. All right, Nick, what you got for your diecast of the week, buddy?
All right, well, you guys know the situation over here. I only have a select few. I only brought a couple, but thankfully, when the boys came to town, Ian brought me a diecast for my birthday. And
nice.
He got me the Denny Hamlin 2006 Rookie of the Year car.
Wow.
This is the first Hamlin diecast. As you can tell, I'm almost fully converted over to the 11 team now. And ever since I got the diecast, Hamlin has run well. It's gone to
Dude,
victory lane.
I thought you were just being funny with the Hamlin thing.
No, here we go.
You're
We are fully committed now. And so far, this diecast has brought him some luck. Went to victory lane at Darlington, and he had a really good round of 16 there. So he's getting back to his old ways. But yeah.
The thing I loved about his rookie year and those like years to come was they'd always run like the FedEx ground, FedEx office, like the colors would switch every week. You were like, what colors are you running? I love those cars.
Absolutely.
Now they'll just run it with the same paint.
Yep, same paint
FedEx
scheme.
Brown or air, but it's that same white and purple scheme.
It's clean, but yeah, I like seeing a new main scheme every year.
Exactly. All right, Mikey G, what'd you bring for us today, buddy?
All right, fellas, as you very well know, just like Nick, I'm pretty limited. Still not back in the apartment, going months upon months upon months now. But I did have one actually in my truck that was in my office at work. I'm moving locations for work. So I present to you the 24 Jeff Gordon DuPont Rainbow Warrior car. An absolute classic. Doesn't get any better than this.
It looks like you just found that under the couch while you were looking for the cat, and you just like whipped it out. It is a classic scheme, man. The Godfather Gordon.
Yeah. No, but yeah, like I said, I had a box of them at work. At my old place, I had a monster office, and I had like a whole like top shelf, and I had all my golf trophies and a couple die casts up there and stuff. And now my office is like a glorified closet, so I don't really got room for them. So they just kind of hang out in my truck until we get back in the apartment. So, but yeah, I just know what this thing. I'm like, hey, while I was looking for my cat, look what I found, boys.
Oh, Jeff G, baby.
Oh yeah, the GOAT.
All right, guys, for my diecast of the week. Since I have my Kevin Harvick brother on the show right now, I figured I had to bring out Kevin Harvick's 2002 Good Wrench paint scheme. Simple, clean. It was right before they brought out the flame, the kind of cool flame paint scheme for the Good Wrench car. Just an absolute beauty. Hey,
it looks great, dude. I'm looking at it now. It looks great. That's a good looking car.
right? So clean.
Hey, speaking of old Kevin, I mean, we almost saw a little bit of old Kevin.
I saw it in his eyes, man.
Did you see it through his helmet or what?
Yeah.
No, through his monocles, dude.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah, he had the 80s NBA player specs going on too under the helmet.
You know, that was the thing is like, I guess it was a couple seasons ago. Remember, like Joey Logano was like, I found out I needed glasses and I started wearing them and I started driving better. Literally like the very next week, I remember him showing Kevin's onboard and Kevin was wearing glasses. And I was like, oh, Kevin's wearing glasses too. Is this like a new thing they're all doing? Is, hey, we all need glasses. And they kept like talking about Joey's wearing glasses when he drives. It's crazy. I was like, well, they ain't talking about Kevin doing it. Like he's doing it too.
Yeah, right.
Don't you think that would have been a bigger story though too? Like, hey, we have guys who drive cars 150 to 200 miles an hour every day, and they can't see out there. Maybe we need to be worried about this.
They can't see too good. And you know, them being millionaires, their glasses are probably really expensive.
Oh yeah.
You would have thought at least they would have had some kind of like maybe contact package or something. Like, come on, they can't be the only sport with dudes who have stigmatisms. Like somebody out there's got to have it figured out. And now all of a sudden, like you said, it's like Joey's got his glasses on. What's going on, man? People can't see out there.
Or what was the like spring last year when Chase took Joey out and Joey's over there with his mask on and his glasses, like talking to Chase, and he like looks like a doctor or something. Like, did you take your pills?
Looking like a pissed off substitute teacher.
Yeah, that image that was
like, listen, Chase, I told you to stop talking to the back of class.
Yeah, I don't think anyone ever really looked that tough in glasses on pit road.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, you lose some of your cred wearing the big old spectacles.
That's why he kept the helmet on. He didn't want people to see his glasses too much. Oh man, good diecast.
Let's talk Bristol. We have Truck Series, and finally Chandler Smith gets a dub in the Truck Series for Kyle Busch Motorsports. That team has been through a lot the past few years, and John Hunter Nemechek's been helping them out a lot this year, but finally Chandler Smith gets a dub in that 18 truck.
Yeah, somebody besides John Hunter getting it done is kind of nice to see. We're not too far away from Kyle Busch being ready to, go in there and clean house altogether. Remember a couple years ago talking about scale of 1 to 10, it's a 2, and now look at them. They're the best team in the Truck Series again. So
I was gonna say, it's nice to see multiple, Kyle Busch Motorsports trucks winning. Like, hey, they still get done. I mean, we all remember a couple seasons ago when it was like, dude, what is going on over there? But now, like, I'm turning pages. I think one of them's gonna have a legit championship shot. Good things. They got speed. It's all about getting it done. But hey, all right, I don't even know if this is still valid, but I heard, are Zane Smith and Chandler Smith brothers?
No.
Okay. I heard someone say that, and I was like, why have I never heard that? And I was like, is that right? And I was like, no, I don't know. I feel like they
now we got to get him on a Step Brothers poster just because you said
that. Yeah, I was just kind of like, are they related? I don't know. I didn't.
I
know
think
that.
that's like one of them Jeff Gordon, Robbie Gordon things. Where he's like, oh,
Yeah,
same name, gotta
probably.
be related. Like, no, not.
Yeah, we're just like it's just spelled the same.
Yeah. So, but no, good for Chandler though, man. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Going to be a really good race car driver going forward. Now we'll see what happens in the next round. No,
Here's the
they
thing.
just starting. I'm sorry, they're just starting, right? No, they finished their first
No,
round.
they finished
Well, that
the
was
first
that.
round.
Yeah, that
was
was.
the elimination race right there.
I have a hard time keeping track of it sometimes because everybody's off. See, that is my one gripe with the playoffs. So everybody should be at the same time, so you know where
It like
everyone's
gets
at.
under my skin that they're all unsynchronized because like trucks they're running all over the place. They've already started. Now we're starting. Oh wait, Xfinity just ended the regular season. Nobody knows what's going on. It's unnecessary confusion. Like I'm like, wait, what? So, tell me, huh? I don't know what's going on. I think all the last 10 races should all be 3 series companion events all the way to then.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Made more sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
It'll just,
a lot of
like
people
you
were
said,
saying,
it'll just make it
a lot
way
of
easier
people
to follow.
Yeah, that too. A lot of people were like, "Oh, the 4 let him win." I'm like, "Well, the 4 gets loose as hell off 4. Chandler Smith slides by, puts him up, and then I was like, "Do you think that John Hunter didn't want to win at Bristol?"
Well,
you think that?
if you heard his post race interview, John Nemechek was pissed off that he lost that race. So he definitely didn't let him win. He was mad as hell. It was almost like he didn't like the move that the 18 gave him. But the 18 got to do what he's got to do. But yeah, John Hunter definitely didn't let him win that.
No.
Yeah, this isn't backyard basketball or wiffle ball. Like these aren't letting each other win out there, even if they are teammates. With the way the playoff format is now, you can never have too many playoff points, can never have too many wins. You can never afford to give any of that stuff away. So anybody thinking the guy who's probably the championship favorite is losing races on purpose, that ain't it, boys.
Right?
It's crazy, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, then let's move on to the Xfinity Series. Guys, we were treated to an exciting finish. We had Austin Cindric and AJ Allmendinger both racing for the win, racing for the regular season championship. Get down to the nitty gritty, and then they just end up taking each other out, wrecking for the win. First time in a long time, I want to say, that I've seen the race winner do the post-race interview out of the infield care center. That was insane.
Well, Colleague Racing said, or Chris Rice said that wreck right there cost Colleague $200,000 worth of damage repairs. But hey, you got the checker flag, so that's good.
Dude,
yeah, you got the regular season championship out of it, so I think you'll be just fine, Chris. And you know what? You are paying to go to the Cup Series next year too, so I'm not gonna pretend like I have $200 in the bank that I can just set on fire like that. But I think you'll be all right.
Yeah,
dude. I mean, I can't describe how freaking insane this is. This is one of the best races I've ever been to. It was so freaking awesome. Okay, it was
Luna's
awesome.
got some strong opinions on this race too.
Luna is heated about the damn Xfinity race. It was so good, dude. I mean, start to finish, this race was awesome. Yeah, a beating and banging. We were talking during the race. It's just like, look how many cars are used up. Donuts, wall scrapes, fenders beat in. Like, these guys can use the cars, beat each other up, and then a classic restart. I thought Allgaier was going to get it for a minute. He was up there throwing bows. Riley Herbst, he figured he hadn't wrecked anybody yet, so he had to get a piece of it. And, dude, when you saw Cindric, like, oh, Allmendinger looks like he's going to take it. And Cindric's like, not if I have anything to do with it. Like, I at least appreciate the last-ditch effort, man. It was awesome. Like, an insane finish, wrecking across the line. I hate they took out a bunch of cars afterwards, but, dude, it doesn't get better than that. Short track Bristol race and under the lights. It was awesome.
Now let's throw dirt on it instead, man. Let's throw dirt on it instead.
I asked a lot of people. I said, like, after Xfinity race, everybody was stoked and excited. So I asked my friends, I said, I had friends that are like pro dirt. Like they like the Bristol dirt. And I said, hey, let me ask you something. Was that race awesome? They're like, no, dude, that race was insane. I said, was it better than the dirt race? And they're like, dude, you can't even compare them. I'm like, you absolutely can.
Oh, you can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're on the same racetrack. What do you got? Yeah, you can compare them. We
Yeah,
threw the dirt
dude.
on there as, you know, because they didn't think the spring race was performing well. But look what this place can do, man. Like we've said before, if you're going to do a dirt race, if that's the avenue you want to try to go down, there's way better ways to do it than to eliminate a race from one of our best racetracks every single year.
Maybe
Go to a dirt track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a
I don't know. But I'll just say though, man, that just like quintessential stock car racing. And that's the kind of stuff you're gonna get videos of that finish going around on social media and stuff. And you're gonna get like racing diehards to see them like, oh shit, there's some stuff going on with that. I better check this out. Like I was cooking in the kitchen with my dad when that race was going on. And I was watching on my phone while we were watching something else on the TV in there. And I had him flip over for the last like 3 or 4 laps. And he doesn't really like NASCAR. And he was like, holy shit, look at this.
Dude,
So, yeah.
I had to call a hockey game on Friday night for my broadcasting internship. But we were in intermission, and so I just put it up on my phone, and I was just going nuts. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then the people I'm broadcasting with, they're like, dude, what the hell are you watching? I was like, I'm watching NASCAR, man. This is like the best finish that we've seen in years.
Y'all give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Intermission. Sorry, guys. Keep talking. I'm coming.
All right, guys, and then let's talk the Cup Series race, the Bristol night race. Dakota, you were there for the big show. How was it with all those fans back in the stands, buddy?
Dude, I don't even know how many people you had to see repeat it, but this was iconic, classic, old school Bristol. I mean, over the past couple of years, Ian, you've been it was slowly getting a little better, a little bigger. Crowd was coming back, and then, COVID happened and stuff. But this race was the most packed I've seen it in a long time. The place was filled. The fireworks, the playoffs, it was. I was getting goosebumps, man. Everything was just amped up, and the whole race was fun, start to finish. I mean, for the first stage, it was quiet and clean, and I was like, damn, the first stage just went by like that. Holy crap. But man, we definitely got the fireworks at the end. I think NASCAR, we really needed this in the sport. We really needed this in the sport, and I think it helped us a lot, man. This race, Jeff Gluck's poll said it doesn't lie, dude. This race was freaking awesome. I don't know how anybody doesn't like this short track racing at Bristol, but I'm literally so excited to be there. I don't miss the Bristol night race.
Yeah, I mean, it was exactly that, the Bristol night race, the one of, if not the best race of the year in and year out. Absolutely delivered. You had everything you could want in that race. You had drama, excitement, great passing, dudes using up all the racetrack. Our favorite friends, the lappers, came into play quite a bit. Man, just absolutely from top to bottom, great showing for NASCAR all the way through.
For the lap cars, it looked like David Starr was going a lap down every 7 minutes. That car was so slow. But yeah, that was you watch that race right there, and that is just great stock car racing right there. Bristol under the lights, both lanes came into play. It was just great short track racing, as our buddy Joey Logano would say. That's short track racing. But yeah, and then you just look at that after that, and then you just think to yourself, why are we throwing dirt on top of this place? That was a big. You even had people on Twitter saying that once that checker flag flew, awesome race. But no, let's go throw dirt on it and ruin the spring race. It's just the people who are running the show for this business. I don't even know, man.
It's a shit show, man.
Nick, would you say that David Starr was going down faster than Vegas Bombs in Morgantown, or what?
the amount of times he got lapped, yeah, we probably. Oh, jeez.
Dude, Jesus. I kept seeing people talk about that. I'm like, I didn't even notice he was in the race, but then everybody's like, he's getting lapped like crazy. And I was like, I guess I was watching it. When you're at Bristol, I mean, you're always like, oh, look, contact. Oh, look at this battle here. You watch it, and you're always looking at your favorite driver going around. So you kind of get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably just so much to watch at that racetrack at one time. You're not going to see everything.
Oh, exactly. But yeah, guys, you were saying it. There was drama at the end of this race. A little bit of battle for the lead with Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick. They're racing each other hard. Kevin Harvick gets into Elliott, cuts down a tire. Elliott goes laps down, and then he gets all pissed off. This is coming from a Harvick fan, by the way. And old Golden Boy just had to go out there and try and ruin Kevin Harvick's race because he was all pissed off. And then he gave the win to his teammate. So, I don't know. That was a bunch of bullshit for nothing.
I mean, let's not forget that, Kevin did come up 3 lanes and basically put him in the wall.
Yeah, well.
Oh, yeah,
Or that's a teeny tiny little detail, maybe, that, you don't really do that.
Chase Elliott also did thread the needle.
Nick, ring the bell. Nick, ring the bell.
Ding, ding, ding. Let's go.
He did not have to do that whatsoever. And he just, that was some bullshit.
You knew.
Don't worry, Ian. Don't worry, I got your back.
Once that whole thing went down, you knew that Chase Elliott was going to help the 5 as much as he could. I mean, we were booing this incident, but remember what happened in Atlanta when we were all cheering when Ross Chastain was blocking the hell out of Kyle Busch for Kurt Busch to swing on past him. So it goes both ways. It goes both ways. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Let's hear old Dakota Drake's theory on
That's enough. That's enough of that garbage. So Kevin's running down Chase. Kevin had great long run speed. It was awesome. And Kevin's working Chase. They're battling for like 10, 15 laps. It was great racing. Well, finally they're catching some thick-ass lap traffic. And you could tell, like, Kevin's getting patient. He almost cleared him a couple times. Well, then he tries to block him with that 1 lap down cars, and he moved up, and Chase freaking sends it. And I don't think Kevin really – I think they both send it in the corner. They both wash up. I mean, Kevin pushes Chase high. And if you watch, Kevin, like, gets loose and bobbles, hits Chase. Chase cuts a tire. That's on Kevin. I mean, that's a racing thing, but Kevin cuts Chase's tire. Chase is fuming, pissed, as he deserves to be. Well, literally when Chase came out, he was like I know he had fresh tires, and he was a couple cars behind Kevin, and I was like, this isn't going to be good. And Rodney on the radio was like, 9's coming. He's probably really pissed. He's like, just be careful. Do what you got to do right here. And I'm like, oh, my God, like, this is not going to be good. Well, Kevin just lets Chase go. Or, like, Chase hits us, retaliates. To me right there, I'm like, hey, you hit us back. All right.
There's the revenge.
Okay. So Chase goes off in front of us. He passes like 4 cars. And then I'm like, oh, God, thank God he just left. Well, then all of a sudden you just see Chase like put the brakes on and come right back to Kevin. Like he's got fresh tires. I know he's faster than them. You see like those cars he passed just go by Chase. I'm like, dude, oh crap, this isn't good. And I was like, you could tell what was happening. Like he's gonna block Kevin for Kyle Larson to catch him. I was like, son of a bitch, like no. But then I was like, Kevin, just move him. Like Kevin, just move Chase, hit him again. Who cares? I don't care at this point. Just wreck him. And
that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for at what point was Kevin's like, you know what? I'm done with this and just fucking smoke him.
Yeah. So I don't know. Kevin kind of was just being way too patient. He gets held up. The 9 freaking slide jobs the 5 slide jobs the hell out of the 4. It's great racing. You see him. And then how Kevin punts Larson down the straightaway.
I knew that was going to happen. He was going to punch.
Dude, I thought Larson was going to wreck. I was like, oh my God. And he's saved it. Dude, when he went on to win, I mean, it's been a long time since I felt so gut wrenched at a race, but this one stung a lot, dude. Because I was there, and we all know the season Kevin's having. This is the fastest he's looked all year. I mean, I was just like, this is it. We're gonna get it done, and I'm here. How awesome! Subway's first ride, and then the drama, and immediately after the checker, dude, they went down there and were just like hitting each other, and I was like. Yeah. Larson's doing a burnout in front of me, and I'm not even watching it because I got the big screen on Kevin and Chase hitting each other down pit road, and I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? And everybody's like, he doesn't care about Larson at this moment.
Yeah.
They're watching them. And honestly, look, Kevin's like 45 years old, dude. How much scrapping is he doing in these days? So I think Chase already has his helmet on. Kevin still had his helmet on, or Chase had his off. Kevin still had his on, and they just parked and got out of the car. And I feel like Kevin was like, I'm going to say something. And I think maybe the helmet was an afterthought. Be who you may, Connor Bunn. is that these guys aren't MMA fighters. They're NASCAR drivers. So there wasn't even a fight anyway. So for all the people that are like, take your helmet off, Kevin, it's like, they weren't even fighting. So chill. It was great. Great content, great drama. I love the escalated, yelling, pointing fingers. It's good. It's what we needed. But I still think, here's my point. It was up what Chase did because Chase intervened with the win between Larson and Kevin. And Chase, it wasn't that Kevin just ran the 9 down because he ran bad all night. And it just happened to conveniently be that he was there and the 5 was catching him. It was Chase had better tires, passed the 4, and slowed down to manipulate Kevin's lead. It wasn't like, oh, the leader's coming, I'm gonna block a little. And
Yeah.
I'm just now curious to see what a pissed off Kevin Harvick can do here in the round of 12. He's now got a fire lit under his ass. Like Dakota was saying, that's the fastest he's looked all year long. He had the best car at Bristol. So is this a turn in the right direction? And I'm just excited to see what pissed off Kevin Harvick does in this next round.
Yeah. Well, my point was, as a relatively neutral fan who not really a huge fan of either guy, I do like Chase a little bit, but I'm not going to say he's one of my guys. You guys know.
I've seen you wear a Chase shirt.
What's that?
I've seen you wear a Chase shirt.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of different dudes merch, man.
You're sick.
Oh, you only own Kevin Harvick. You're a liar.
I believe it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Kevin and Earnhardt, I believe it.
I don't believe it. So, but anyway, my point is, I can see where both people are coming from in this thing. But it's what the sport needs is a little bit more drama. You got, it's one thing. Oh,
I found the first thing I found that wasn't Kevin.
Come on, man. We're NASCAR fans. We're the biggest bunch of collectors in the whole
yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, like I was saying, though, I kind of see both people's points in this. But the best thing is this creates the drama the sport kind of desperately needs. It's one thing for the racing to be good. That's always going to be something we need. But the drama and the rivalry and that's the kind of stuff that really pushes it to the next level. The soap opera part, so to speak, if you will. Sometimes that's what we need just as much, if not more, than the racing to be good. You need people to invest in the drivers. You need people to invest in the drama. And that'll get them to learn about the racing, some other stuff. This is the stuff that's going to pull people in. This is the stuff they show a little clip on Sports Center or something. It's like, ooh, what's going on over here? And the next thing you know, you might have new eyes. So I loved it. I thought it was a whole lot of fun. I saw Ian spike his hat down like he just scored the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl in his basement. That was pretty crazy. So,
dude, it's Bristol, baby. Drivers left the track.
Yeah. I just want to thank Chase Elliott for adding fuel to the fire for Kevin Harvick. I've never seen Kevin that mad in a long freaking time. His face after slamming that helmet on his car. Oh, man.
Dude, it's everything you could have asked for after a Bristol race. Drivers pissed off at each other. That's what you
coming in, I was like the playoff points we don't have. I was like, let's see how far the 4 can make it. We honestly had a pretty good first round, like a 5th, 8th, 2nd. So, yeah, I'll take those runs over the year we had. And now that you just lit a fire under Rodney and Kevin, I'm honestly like, I got my hopes up. Like, let's batten down the hatches and send this damn thing. We'll see with this crazy round, like you're saying. I don't know how far the 4 goes here or if it goes on a rampage, Tony Stewart style, and just starts clicking off good runs. But I did not realize how much we needed this. No matter the driver, we needed some drama, some – arguing some, I'm not going to take that. My team's not going to take that. Like it's been forever in the Cup Series since we've had some good hot drama.
Yeah, man, absolutely. This is what the sport needs. Everybody remembers very fondly and nostalgically the Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon rivalry and all that was going on there. But that was a lot of, back and forth in the media too, a lot of off track stuff, which we know a lot of it was just to sell tickets now. But, at the time they sold it like it was a legit rivalry. And that's what we need. Again, it's the soap opera of it that makes it exciting sometimes.
I appreciate them handling it like men and not being a Twitter war, feeding back comments on Twitter. I'm glad that they handle it out face to face.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens going forward. Cause I feel like both guys still don't feel like this is finished business. I feel like they're both gonna, maybe race each other a little hard, a little tight going forward. And maybe, who knows, maybe some more fireworks.
Also, I feel like people were like, "Oh, well, they're even now." I'm like, "No, I feel like Kevin owes you some."
This is what I'm saying. I can't wait for the internet to explode when we get to the Roval and Kevin Harvick punched Chase Elliott's ass.
Or hey, say Chase is dominating the road when he catches Kevin Harvick to lap him or something. I am expecting Matt Kenseth-esque vibes on this. Is what I'm expecting.
Let's get suspended.
The second the 9 goes to lap the 4 and Kevin pulls over, I'm gonna be livid.
No, that won't happen, man. He ain't gonna let that happen. No way. So
yeah, I'll pull a Truex like the
also,
Martins.
Also I feel though is like wherever this goes or however it comes back around, NBC is gonna like fuel this fire and like that's all they're gonna talk about. That's all they're gonna talk about the next 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, it's in their best interest to sell this up as big as they can. But I agree though, it's inevitably it's gonna happen. At one of the next 3 races, those two are gonna come side by side in some key moment, whether it's late race in the Roval, Chase has got it in the bag, but Kevin's a guy he's trying to lap or something, or they're gonna be racing up front at Dega.
I hope Kevin's pushing them to the flag at Dega coming out of 4.
That would be wild.
He's gonna do a freaking Brad Keselowski, Carl Edwards moment right there. He's gonna try.
I can only hope.
He's gonna try and punt him 30 rows.
If then 4, gets eliminated this round or doesn't make it to the final 4 or whatever, that 9 better not win that damn championship. That's all I can say.
No, but Dakota, we were talking about this in the group chat earlier today, but it feels good to have a driver that we actually genuinely hate again. It's been a long time about this hate.
I've been saying there's nobody I dislike. There's guys I'm just like, but nobody I hate. Yeah, I have now lost all respect for the 9 car and Chase Elliott. His team's okay. Alan Gustafson's cool, but Chase Elliott can go to hell, and I don't care for him anymore. And I flicked off an A-Shock energy sign yesterday. I'll tell you that.
Oh, boy.
Dude, I passed the gas station, and it was him. It was him, A-Shock, out there on a banner, and I was like rolling by just like.
it's the little victories that count.
Yeah. One for the home. This is for
how were the stands after Dakota? Were people fighting left and right in the stands in Bristol?
Dude,
or what?
So, you know how Dalton exaggerates things. I didn't see no fight. However, it felt it was like 300 walking out of there because it was us versus Chase Elliott Nation, and like
which those are bad.
It's like when they showed Kevin on there and everybody was booing, and I was like, "How dare you! How dare you! Shut up!" And everybody's booing Kevin, and then walking out, people are like, "Kevin." So me and my buddy Vince, he's a Kevin fan. We were like, "Chase Elliott." And then some lady was like, she was like, "Hey, quit cussing." And we were like, "You're in a NASCAR race, lady. Like, what? You don't bring your kids here." Yeah, dude, that place was wild. And I loved it. It reminded me of the old days, just like everybody heated. Everybody's, you're this side or that side. It was good, awesome fun. And there was other people like, we were talking shit like, "Man, I can't stand." I was like, Chase Elliott and his fans. And this guy was like, "What did I do?" I was like, "You're okay, man. I'm not talking about you." How many Chase Elliott fans do you see at a race?
Yeah, 12 trillion.
Especially down in Atlanta. Holy shit.
We were such outcasts out there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm glad you're on the Hamlin train now, though, dude. It's like you got something to look forward to.
Yeah, you got another driver you can curse into having terrible season after
Hey, so far,
season.
I'm saying, man, so far, since Ian got me this car, I'm pretty sure, Denny won a race.
Hey, you become a Denny fan and he wins a championship, and now you're like champion gear.
Like, let's go, bitches.
Do you want to remind the folks back at home what happened with the Denny Hamlin playoff hat last year? Or?
Oh, that was the worst. Mike was supposed to get a Blaney hat. They shipped him a Hamlin hat. He gave it to me. I put that on. Denny was
just like the Michael Waltrip diecast, it was all downhill.
It was
from
all
D8
down
from there, man.
From there, and then I say I'm jumping on the train this year, and then it takes Hamlin 26 races to win. So yeah.
It only took you 3 500s to realize greatness.
Oh, I was getting tired of him winning Daytona 500, so I was like, well, if I can't beat him, join him, and that was that.
There you go.
Soft move, man. Soft move.
Hey man, I need some joy in my life when it comes to racing because Daniel Hemrick ain't doing it for me. Matty D sucks. He ain't doing it for me. So,
That's my one buddy, Justin, the Logano fan. He works for FedEx. Like he works at a FedEx distribution warehouse or something. And so at work, like he's all FedExed up. And so when he posts pictures, I'm like, dude, you're the coolest Denny Hamlin fan I've ever met.
The irony of that being Denny's sponsor too, and them having their little rivalry a couple years ago too.
Right?
All right.
That's classic.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a quick, short break, but when we come back, we're going to be going through Kinzel's classroom. Class will be back in session, so we'll see you guys in a few. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Stock Car Spectacle. We're digging into Kinzel's classroom. Professor, take it away.
welcome back, boys. It's been a little while, but here we are. Round of 12 is upon us. We just wrapped up an insane round of 16. So yeah, round of 12, Las Vegas, Talladega, the Charlotte Roval. This is going to be the round where we're going to see we could see some shockers happen, like we could see some drivers surprise us and advance, and then we could see a driver who we think is going to go a far way that gets eliminated in this round, because Talladega and the Charlotte Roval, those are two wild card tracks right there. There's really, as we enter Vegas this Sunday, there's only one driver who's breathing comfortably right now. That's Kyle Larson, because he's plus 46 to the good of advancing into the round of 8. And then Martin Truex is second in the points. Truex is only 16 points to the good right now. And then you go down the list. You got Hamlin in third, who's only 11 to the good. Blaney in fourth, 11 to the good. Kyle Busch, who barely made it out of the round of 16, he's only 9 points to the good. Chase Elliott, plus 8 to the good. I know that pisses some Harvick fans off. Alex Bowman, he's only 2 to the good. Byron is 1 to the good. And so those are your top 8 right now. And then you got Logano, who's only 1 point out. Brad Keselowski, he's 6 out. Christopher Bell's 9 out. And Kevin Harvick enters a round of 12. 12th in points, 12 points behind of making it to the round of 8. So, Dakota, we got Vegas, Dega, and the Charlotte Roval. My question to you is, who struggles? Who struggles the most out of those 12 drivers?
Ooh, man. It's hard to say because it's such a crazy 3 races, and I feel like each of these guys are strong at each other tracks. Like multiple guys are good at these tracks, multiple guys are good at those tracks, and it still baffles me that from 2nd to 16th is just barely apart. Like Truex second plus 16, Harvick minus 12. Like that. That's one stage from just flip flopping, and I mean. I think honestly, I feel like when it goes to the 2nd and 3rd round, it comes through the first race, which is Vegas. And I think that you have to have a good Vegas. You have to have a good race and establish some good points and then manage Dega and Roval. If you have a bad race at Vegas, blow tire, wreck, or whatever, you're screwed. There's no coming back from that. You might get lucky at Dega, or you might, like most, get unlucky. But I'm thinking – I'm not impressed with how Alex Bowman and Byron have done. Yeah, Byron did good at Bristol, but he kind of barely made it in. Brad Keselowski hasn't done anything to impress me, and I'm not going to say anything about the 4-car because he's having the best runs of his life last 3 weeks. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like it could, the 2, 20, 48, and 24. Christopher Bell's been good at the road courses, but he hasn't done anything else to impress me this year. Those are my guys that need to do something good at Vegas.
Yeah, I was kind of in the same boat here. For the 4 that I actually have being eliminated this round, it is Alex Bowman, William Byron, Brad Keselowski, and Christopher Bell. I do think Kevin Harvick is I just think that we're gonna see something different from him now that he's all pissed off and everything. And I think
I hope we do.
I really think that we're gonna see some good stuff out of him, and he's gonna be able to advance. So, Ian, my question to you is: give me one shocking pick or a surprise driver who's going to advance into the round of 8 that is on the outside looking in right now.
I wouldn't say this is really shocking, but I guess I would say I think Brad Keselowski is a sure lock into the next round. We're going to 2 tracks where he's really good at. He's really good at Vegas. He's got the most wins out of all current drivers right now at that track. And we're going to Talladega. He has a shit ton of wins at Talladega, guys. He's a really
who won Talladega earlier this year? Brad Keselowski.
Exactly. So I really think if Keselowski, really good, consistent race at Vegas, I think he'll get a top 5 because he's just an expert. Penske's really, really good at Vegas to begin with. So I think they're all 3 are going to be safe there. And then Dega, like I just said, Brad Keselowski, he's a stud there. So I think he's a shoo-in for the next round.
See, I struggle with Brad Keselowski because of the move of him going to Roush next year. And the speed just hasn't been there for that 2
I feel like he's distracted. He's probably already thinking about other things.
So I just don't know if they're going to give him the best cars to go out there to do what he's got to do. I don't know how I feel about Vegas. Talladega's Talladega. He's very good there. But you got some difficult tracks. I mean, the speed out of the 2 camp is just not there. And he's not in production meetings with Penske anymore because of what's going on with Roush. So I don't know. He's a difficult one for me. So I see him struggle in this round. Mike, what do you think about that?
I tend to agree too. I think, Brad's probably the Penske guy on the outside looking in for the obvious reasons. But like you said, though, Nick, these are some good tracks for Penske. One thing we are kind of overlooking is once you get to Talladega, it kind of puts a little more of the everything and the onus into the drivers as much as the equipment. So a guy like a Brad Keselowski, even if he is getting, not quite all the notes and everything in the team meetings and all that as the other 2 drivers at Penske, that doesn't mean he can't go out there and have a great race and go ahead and get a checkered flag like we've seen him do. I think we're in a really interesting point because outside of Kyle Larson, everything else is more or less wide open. Yeah. If you are one of the Penske drivers, you're probably feeling pretty good. Ryan Blaney, this is a great round for him. Some of his best tracks. Joey Logano's done well to a couple of these tracks before too. If you're not one of the top 2 guys at Hendrick, I feel like you're probably sweating. William Byron just made it in. Alex Bowman, not too much better. Another guy I'm a little worried about is Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch squeaked into the round of 12, had that tire go down late, and we thought that might have been his season as well. So it's time for that team to kind of get going here a little bit. And these aren't exactly tracks you think at Kyle Busch absolutely dominating. He's done, Vegas being his home track. Obviously, he's won everywhere, but that's not somewhere you certainly go, oh, yeah, he's a lock to win there. Again, Talladega, anything can happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go and say that Kyle Busch is a lock on any kind of road course race, let alone the Roval. So, a guy who's a 2-time champion, this could be a very tough round for him. So
I was just about to shoot into my next question. Who is your potential shocker to miss the round of 8? Somebody who we think should make the round of 8, but isn't going to.
Yep. Mine's Kyle Busch for the aforementioned reasons. He just made this round. This is not a round of tracks that you think of Kyle Busch as absolutely dominating. This is not going to be an easy road for him. God forbid we get a surprise winner or 2. Then, if you're not one of those guys that's already got a couple points at the good and hopefully have managed your way well through Vegas, that, it's going to go well for you. So he's kind of got to come out and really get after the 1.5 miles here and hopefully get out front at Talladega and, see what happens.
Well, this is the thing, like Dakota was saying, this is for all of these playoff drivers. The goal here is you got to have the best Las Vegas race you can possibly have because you're going to 2 tracks. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. So we're going to end the segment here. We're going to go around the room and we are going to name our 4 drivers who are not advancing into the round of 8. Dakota, you are our guest. You are going to start.
Well, I think I kind of briefed on it earlier. I guess I was premature. But I'm going to say the 20, the 2, the 24, and the 48. I think the 2 Hendricks cars have been slow. I think the 2 is thinking about other stuff. And I think the 20 has just been lackluster since the beginning of the year.
All right. Yeah, I actually agree with you. Those are actually my 4 picks to not advance either.
Look at us. Great minds think alike.
Great minds thinking like the Hendrick cars minus Kyle Larson have not looked great, especially with Bowman and Byron. Brad Keselowski, the speed's just not there, and Christopher Bell, he's just lucky to be there right now. He's like the kid at Charlie in the Chocolate Factory when he's just like, and you're just lucky to be here right now. That's what I see as Christopher Bell. So, Mike, who are your 4 out?
All right, boys, I'm gonna get a little bold here. The 20, the 24, the 18, and the 4.
Don't you say that.
Oh,
How dare you, sir?
Oh, man.
Again, I don't think these are good tracks for Kevin Harvick coming up. Vegas, they haven't had the speed on the 1.5 miles. The super speedways, he doesn't have the luck. In the Roval,
he's been good there.
Unless he decides to wreck the whole field like he did in
2015. Unless he takes that, full on just
when it all
chasing everybody else, then we'll see what happens. But no, I don't know. I just feel like it's a tough spot. I feel like this could go either way for Kevin. This could be that past weekend of Bristol could propel him to that next level that he goes deep and goes nuts, or this is a tough round for him, I think.
Yeah,
I can see Kevin totally doing that. I could see him totally finishing 4th at Vegas and oh shit.
Well, I had Kevin getting eliminated in the round of 16 because I just didn't think the speed was there. And then
little did you know.
Little did I know, I guess. But yeah, this round of 12, it's going to be very difficult. But I just think that spark from Bristol is going to propel him enough. And I think enough drivers above him are going to make mistakes in these next 3 races to propel him. But yeah, it's going to be tough.
Really the thing is eliminate mistakes. Don't screw up. No loose wheels. Don't blow a tire. Just survive.
Yeah, because SHR on the 550 horsepower package, dog shit this year. Talladega, Roval, But Ian, let's hear your 4 picks of who's not going to advance.
All right. My 4 drivers. We were talking about them a little earlier. This is going to be a really tough round for them. My first guy out is Kyle Busch. Vegas is probably his best chance at getting a good finish because we know how much good luck that he has at super speedways like Talladega. And we know that he is just absolute dog shit on the road courses now. So I got Kyle Busch being eliminated. And then I'm going to go with Alex Bowman, William Byron, and then Christopher Bell. Those are my 4 drivers out. Guys, again, Christopher Bell, he hasn't really showed anything in that 20 car since he pulled off that win at the Daytona road course. We're going to another Roval, but I don't think he's going to pull off the same damn thing. That would take a miracle for that to happen, and it's not going to happen. So those are my 4 guys. And yeah, biggest shocker, Kyle Busch. I think he's going to get eliminated. Too much bad luck on his side lately.
Well, this is what I love about this round and the point situation right now is one bad, like Martin Truex could blow an engine at Las Vegas. He's on that outside looking in.
Right.
Denny Hamlin blows a tire out for the race. Ryan Blaney has an issue. These guys above the cut line right now, the only one sitting pretty is Kyle Larson right now. But these other 11 drivers, it's going to be a dogfight to get into this round of 8. I think it's going to be one of the more exciting round of 12s that we've had in a good long time. Saddle up, boys. It's going to be exciting. If you don't have anything else to say, class dismissed.
All right, guys, we'll take another short break, but when we come back, we're going to be doing a preview for Las Vegas this weekend, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome back. And to finish off the show here, we're going to be doing our Las Vegas preview. First up for the weekend, we got the Truck Series racing for the Victoria's Voice Foundation 200. 201-mile race. Stages 1 and 2 are 30 laps each. The final stage is 74 for a total of 134 laps. Previous winners here at Las Vegas, we got Austin Hill last year and John Hunter Nemechek here in the spring. Most team wins here is ABM with 5 wins. The most manufacturer wins is Toyota with 12 wins. And most current driver wins is Austin Hill. He's got 2 wins here at Las Vegas. So, guys, who is your pick to win for the Truck Series? Dakota, who you got, buddy?
Truck Series, I got to bet on my boy, little man himself, John Hunter Nemechek in the 4. I mean, the kid's not only has the most wins for a reason. You know, he's going to get it. Kyle Busch Motorsports victory. This one's for Dalton. I'm picking the 4.
There you go. All right, Nick, who you got to win the Truck Series race?
Yeah, it's hard to stay away from the 4 in KBM. Around a mile and a half. John Hunter Nemechek won the Vegas race earlier this year, and he's just on a roll right now. This is going to punch his ticket into the championship for the trucks. So, yeah, John Hunter Nemechek all the way. The KBM and the 4 truck, they're just too good on the mile and a half.
There you go. All right, Mikey G, who you got for the trucks?
All right, boys. You know, he got it done here in this race last year. He's going to get it done again this weekend. Austin Hill's going to ship it to victory lane, throw some chaos into the KBM plans. Austin Hill going to victory lane for the trucks.
All right, I like it. So for my pick for the trucks, I got to go with the 88 truck of Matt Crafton. He does fairly well here at Las Vegas, so hoping to see him pull it in the victory lane on Friday night. All right, guys, and then let's move on to the Xfinity race. We got the Alsco Uniforms 302, 302-mile race, stages 1 and 2 of 45 laps each, and the final stage is 111 for a total of 201 laps. Previous winners here, we had Chase Briscoe last year and AJ Allmendinger in the spring. Most team wins here is Richard Childress Racing. They got 4 wins at this track. And most manufacturer wins is Chevrolet with 14 wins. Nico, who you got to win on Saturday?
I'm picking the guy who's arguably one of the hottest in the Xfinity series right now, and that's your boy Ian. That's a 9-car. Noah Gregson's gonna start this playoff out with a bang, and already punched his ticket into the next round. Gregson has 5 starts here at Las Vegas. He has a worst finish. His worst finish is 6th. Dude loves this place. He's on a hot streak right now. I think that momentum's just going to continue, and Noah Gregson's going to go to victory lane at Vegas.
Love it. All right, Mike, who you got to win at Vegas on Saturday?
All right, guys, I'm going a little out of the box here, but in 9 starts, he's finished in the top 10, 6 of them, 2/3 of his finishes in the top 10. I'm going Brandon Jones to victory lane.
Well, this is about that time of year where Brandon Jones squeaks one out of his ass out of nowhere. So
he's usually due for one crazy
I wouldn't be
like
surprised.
That.
I would not be surprised.
And it'll be a last lap pass on Daniel Hemrick.
Shut
just to
the
piss
fuck
you
up.
off.
Shut the fuck up. I will
He
literally.
boots Hemrick out of the way. Hemrick Rex.
I will come home and I will beat your ass if that happens.
I'm very interested to see how these Xfinity playoffs go. The season's been phenomenal, so like it's just now heating up.
Oh, yeah. All right, Dakota, who you got to win the Xfinity Series race?
Oof, man, it's hard to bet against them. I'm going with the boy, Austin Cindric in the 22. Everybody hates him, but he's gained a lot of respect from me. I think he's going to get it done.
All right, not a bad pick at all. So for my driver to win on Saturday, I got to go with the guy who is making a substitution this weekend, Josh Berry. He'll be in the 1 car for Michael Annette, who is still suffering from his leg injury. So I'm hoping to see that 1 car in victory lane and show what it's.
I can't believe you didn't pick the 9.
What's that?
I can't believe you didn't pick the 9.
I've picked the 9 way too much on this show, and it hasn't worked out. And every time that I haven't picked him, he's looked really well. So I'm done.
It's just the whole plan. Ian's like, Josh Berry.
Yep, but Josh Berry, I think he'll do well in that 1 car this week.
Oh, the last time he was in the 1 car, he almost won. So
Dude, Michigan, he was on fire, dude.
it's time for Michael Nett to hang it up. Give it up, man. You suck.
Let's be real.
You flat out suck.
He does. He sucks. He's only there because of his sponsorship. That's
Josh Berry is literally proving how bad of a driver Michael Nett is.
Yep.
I mean, just
never
look at everybody that stepped
Yeah.
into the one car and done well. I mean, remember even Austin Dillon stepped into that thing, was faster than he was.
Yep.
Like
So
you
it's
never
multiple guys benchmarking that car is faster than what the productivity they're getting out of it is. That's got to speak for something.
You never see
Right.
the one car up front at the tracks that we're seeing the one car up front at with different drivers in because Michael Nett sucks.
Exactly.
Time for you to fly, buddy.
Michael Annette or Riley Herbst? Who you picking?
Ugh.
Wait, for who's better or worse?
Who's better or worse?
To root for.
Oh God, dude,
That's,
I'd rather root for Natalie Decker than any of those two. That's for sure.
All right, I'm picking Riley Herbst just because he's sponsored by Monster.
I would go that route too, just because I feel like as much as he wrecks, every once in a while he finds his way up there. Like, how the hell?
He did almost win Bristol on
He
Saturday.
almost had a clean car at Bristol, and he was like, "Fuck, I haven't wrecked." Oh God.
Oh
Clean
man,
car
the
guy.
Fab
Well,
guys
it
are
was-
gonna have it easy this week. Can't
It
have
was
that.
the all guy wreck that also wrecked Hemrick. So fuck Riley Herbst, piece of shit, garbage driver. Can't wait for him to be out of the series once. I can't wait for him. I can't wait for him to be the greeter at Walmart next year.
Oh my Lord. I think Stuart Haas is like, all right, we had fun. That's enough.
I'm done wasting money on this.
They can't make a profit on him because all the money he's bringing in, they're spending on repairing all their cars that he fucking wrecks.
Yeah,
Right?
you see the Fab Shop bill for Riley. Ooh,
He's
God.
basically just Danica 2.0 at this point.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're getting spicy now, boys.
All right, guys.
All right.
On to the Cup Series race Sunday evening. It's a South Point 400-mile race. Stages 1 and 2 are 80 laps each, and the final stage is 107 laps for a total of 267. Previous winners here, we had Kurt Busch winning here last year in the fall, and Kyle Larson won here in the spring earlier this year. Most team wins here at this track, we got Roush Fenway Racing with 7 wins. Most manufacturer wins is Ford with 13. And most current driver wins is Brad Keselowski, 3 wins. Guys, I'm going to say right here, my winner for Sunday is going to be the 2-car of Brad Keselowski. He always looks really good here whenever we come here to Vegas. So does Penske. So I think Brad Keselowski is going to save his dying season and advance into the round of 8 to start off the round of 12. All right, Dakota, who you got to win on Sunday, buddy?
Well, after I heard that, I thought you were talking about Talladega because you were talking about Brad K winning. There's no way he's winning Vegas. I was thinking 19 car, like I said earlier, and then you just said it again a minute ago, and I was like, how do you bet against the 5? I'm changing my pick, going Kyle Larson in the 5 car. You can't deny it. He's great. He's back, and he's on the Vengeance Tour of 2021.
Hard to bet against him, man.
Yeah.
Hard to bet against that 5 right now.
All right,
For sure.
who you got to win on Sunday, bud?
So, Ian, I seem to think the same way as you. I think this track has been a Penske track the last couple of years. All 3 drivers over there are very strong there. I think all 3 are going to, better their chances to move on to the next round. But I think it's going to be Joey Logano getting it done in victory lane, kind of spicing up the playoff picture because he is technically on the outside looking in, correct? So that would be quite the shakeup. And I think all 3 guys at Penske are going to have strong days, but I think it'll be Joey Logano getting the checkered flag.
All right. Not a bad pick. Nick, who you got for Sunday, bud?
I have to go with the 19 car, Martin Truex Jr. This is a really good racetrack for him. Back on a 1.5 miles. He won this race back in 2019 and back in 2017. When he come to Vegas, he's strong and he's 16 points to the good right now. That isn't going to matter after Sunday because he's going to be locked in to the round of 8. Give me the 19 of Truex and Joe Gibbs Racing.
All right, not a
Like
bad
it.
there at all, boys. Well, you guys got any closing thoughts before we end the show here?
Dude, this is a call
not-
before the storm, man. This
Yep.
round
Do
is
not
just going to be
sleep
insane.
on that 12 car. I was just thinking about when you're talking about Penske. The 12 car's been super good on mile and a half, like low key third and fourth. You know, we get a late race restart and he chooses the bottom when they give it to him. I mean, you never know what you're going to see.
Blaney's been the best Penske car this past couple of months, so very, very,
Car this
Yeah.
year.
yeah, pretty much the best Penske car this year. Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, being a fan of the 12 this year has been a lot of fun. Like you said, he's really kind of killing it this year. Been one of, if not the strongest cars at Penske and at Ford overall in general. This is a good track for the Fords, man. But like you guys said, though, this is our most straightforward racetrack in the round. So everybody that's above that cut line has to have good days. You can't have any mistakes, can't have any mechanical issues, no speeding on pit road, nothing stupid. Don't get caught up in anybody else's mess. Everybody on the outside looking in got to have strong runs. You got to hope some people do make some mistakes. So if you're looking to really solidify your round at 8 chances, it really starts this Sunday at Las Vegas, because after that we go to 2 tracks where anybody's guess as good as mine what's going to happen.
Yeah, no kidding.
You got that right.
All right, guys. Well, that will about wrap it up for the Stock Car Spectacle this week. I'd like to thank our very, very good friend Dakota Rutledge for coming on the show, buddy. It's always good
Hey.
talking to you, man.
Just glad to be back, man. Long overdue.
Absolutely, guys. Make sure to check out Dakota and his buddies on Sharegating. They're going live every week. We'll put the plug down in the link below, so make sure to check them out. Subscribe to them and give them some love.
My boy.
All right, guys, and then make sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications every time that we upload new content. Make sure to check out our merchandise, all designed by our good buddy Dalton Good. That's on Spreadshirt.com. Make sure to follow me, Nick, and Mike on Twitter and Instagram, along with the Stock Car Spectacle account. We also have a TikTok now for the Stock Car Spectacle, so make sure to check that out as well. Make sure to tune into the Gambler's Picks. He's gotten quite a few picks right this year, so I follow him if you want to make some money this year.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, that will wrap it up for us here at the Stock Car Spectacle. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Ian Jordan.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinzel.
We'll see you guys next time.